Good morning. On another adventure here up in Algonquin Park. This time we got a 3-day, 2-night loop around Welcome Lake and up into Lake Louisa, starting on Rock Lake. So I'm just here on Rock Lake, just getting the day started, and gorgeous fall colors, no wind, so should be a fun few days. So I'm just making my way down Rock Lake here, almost to the portage to Penn Lake, and this trip is actually was postponed from a couple weeks ago. I was heading up to Algonquin and my car broke down not even an hour after I had left my house, so unfortunately I had to cancel that trip and subsequently bought a new vehicle. I'm all the more appreciative to be out here because this trip was supposed to happen a couple weeks ago, but unfortunately my vehicle had other plans. So you can plan as much as you want, but there's always unforeseen circumstances. So unbelievable fall colors right now. It's so pretty. I can't look away. I was a little bit concerned that I was gonna miss a lot of the peak color, but I'm here on October the 8th, and it might be a week or two past peak, but it's still amazing. The hills are just bright yellow, orange, and red. All right, just heading into the Gallipo River off of Penn Lake, coming up to 200-meter portage around the falls. Okay, so just had to fight my way up the current up this river that goes into Penn Lake. Surprisingly strong current. I had a hard time getting up that. Just doing a quick little shore lunch right here. Got the wraps. I got the moutarde. Dying of hunger right now. Yeah, so we got a good day today weather-wise. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain quite a bit. Not quite a bit, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I want to get a lot of distance in today so that I don't feel as much pressure to get distance in tomorrow. So anyways, I got a big 2,000-meter portage coming up, and then I'll be into Welcome Lake, which is probably where I'll end up staying for the night. Okay, so I got to Welcome Lake. I just completed the portage from Gallipo River. It was 2,200 meters, and man, that was a long one. I can't seem to get used to those 2,000-meter portages, so I'm feeling it now. I'm gonna find a site. There should be one up the lake there, about 10-15 minutes, so find camp here right away. Welcome Lake certainly has given me a warm welcome. It certainly has. It's a perfectly round lake, and right when you finish the portage from Gallipo River, you're greeted with a nice sand beach. Okay, home for the night. I got a great view here. The site that I wanted was taken. I think it's the only other people on the lake, but I got a site here. I didn't have to go too far out of the way. It's not the greatest, it's in the woods a little bit, but lots of good spots for a tent, and hopefully there's some firewood around. Starting day 2 here. Very gray, overcast day. Slight fog hanging in the air. Probably about 13 degrees or so. No rain yet, so the camp was packed up, nice and dry. That's a win for me. I was expecting it to be raining when I got up. And heading down the Gallipo River into Harry and Rents Lake, and then up into Lake Louisa from there. So, got a full day ahead of us. I am currently coming on to Rents Lake, so this probably marks about halfway of the loop that I'm doing. This would be the furthest point away from the launch, and I immediately have to start heading north now towards Florence Lake. So, I seem to have really bad luck with seeing wildlife. I'm canoe tripping constantly, like 5 or 6 times a year, and I really don't ever see wildlife. You know, I saw last year, for the whole year, I saw 1 moose and 1 bear, actually. But this whole year, I haven't seen anything, not even a moose. Every time I come into a marshy area or creek, I don't talk, be as quiet as I can so as to not to scare it away, but nothing. So I'm just taking a break on the 1725 meter portage from Florence to Lake Louise. Leaves everywhere, thick blanket of leaves all over the portage trail. So you gotta kind of watch where you're stepping, otherwise you'll twist an ankle. But yeah, it's beautiful this time of year. Great time to be out portaging. One thing I can't stand is getting in my boat and hearing rocks just cut into my boat. So freaking unnerving, considering I just put a patch on it, and there's other spots in the boat that are gonna puncture soon. So, but anyways, I'm on Lake Louisa now, and here I'll show you. Very gray and misty today. Kind of sets a little bit of a dim mood. Well, it looks like the rain finally came. Good while it lasted. It's even right now not bad. It's just starting to spit a little bit, but Alright, tarp is set up. Pretty happy with this tarp setup, if I may say so. I got a perfect area under here to get my gear all sorted out, and it's pretty close to the fire pit. Didn't rain throughout the whole night, but now as soon as I get up it starts raining. This tarp has been a total lifesaver. I'm so glad that I put it up as soon as I got here. It was the first thing I did. Helps that I have perfectly positioned trees for it. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna boil up some oatmeal and some coffee and start on the portage. My site is right by the beginning of the portage, so it's going to be a long one. It's 3,000 meters. I've done this portage a couple years ago, and it was the longest one that I've ever done in my life. Then and now, still, it's the longest one. So I reckon it's going to be an hour and a half at best, because I take a lot of breaks when I do these. So I just want to get it over with, to be honest with you. All right, it is 9:05. It's still raining, but I gotta take off. It's Thanksgiving Day, and I want to get back for Thanksgiving dinner. So the portage I gotta start is right over there. It's a long one, 3,000 meters, so let's get to it. Well, I made it. It was about an hour and a half. Extremely muddy. But yeah, that ends the last portage of the trip. So it's just about an hour across Rock Lake to the launch, and I'll be back at the access point. It's so sad the canoe season is coming to an end. It's beautiful. I'm just completely speechless at how pretty it is right now. Clouds are just kind of coming so low that they just touch the tips of the hills. Hillsides of beautiful orange, red, and yellow colors, topped with a slight mist.